Hi everyone, welcome back to Lion Light Yoga. Today I'm going to be going over some shoulder and upper back stretches that will really help with your shoulder mobility and get through any areas of tightness or tension you might be storing in your shoulders. Especially during the winter months, we tend to be scrunched up like this, or we really tend to hold stress in our shoulders and upper backs. So if you've been feeling some tightness in these areas, this is the perfect video for you. So grab your mats and let's get started. You'll need a yoga strap or a towel to assist you in this practice today. So we'll start off just in a comfortable seated position, just allowing ourselves to come into this space, to slow down and take this moment for ourselves. So we'll begin with some breathing, just noticing the natural rhythm of your breath, taking in any sensations or feelings that you might have in your mind or your body in these moments. And remembering to release tension as we move through these movements. So we'll take an inhale and bring our shoulders up close to our ears. And as we exhale, we'll drop our shoulders down behind our back, pushing them away from our ears to create space in our neck and our spine. We're sitting up nice and tall as though we have a string tied to the top of our head, pulling us nice and tall. Inhale, shoulders up by our ears. And exhale, roll them down your back. Again, inhale, rise up. And exhale, roll down behind your back. Just creating space in your neck. Go ahead and move through these moments at your own pace, matching your own breath to movement. Just beginning to warm up our shoulder blades, our upper backs. And then we'll find our way into our tabletop position, placing our shoulder blades, shoulders stacked over our wrists and our hips in alignment with our hips. Our bellies are tucked in nice and tall towards our spine. And we'll begin by lifting our right hand up towards the sky. Inhale. And exhale, thread the needle. Bring your fingertips through this little hole you've created here and drop your shoulder and your ear to the mat. You can feel free to walk your left fingertips forward out in front of you, or take a gentle bind behind your back, reaching for your right thigh crease. And just to take a moment here to breathe, feeling that stretch coming through the front of your shoulder. You can intensify this stretch in your arm by walking your left fingertips forward and rotating your forehead to touch the mat. Pressing your armpit on your left side down towards the earth. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Walk your fingertips on your left side back down towards your face as you press yourself up to unwind. Inhaling, lifting that right finger all the way up towards the sky. And gently placing it back down towards the earth. Exhale. We'll inhale, lift our left fingers up towards the sky. And exhale, thread our needle, bringing our hand down towards the mat, our shoulder and our ear to reach the earth. Again, you can walk your fingertips on your right side all the way up towards the front of the mat. Or gently bind behind your back, reaching your right fingertips towards the crease of your left thigh. To intensify, you can walk your fingertips forward as you rotate your forehead onto the mat. Feeling that stretching coming from your shoulder on the left side and bringing that elbow pit down or your armpit down on your right side. Feeling the opening of your upper back. And gently unwind, bringing those fingertips back up towards the sky. Inhale. And exhale, coming back down to a neutral tabletop. We'll gently begin to walk our fingertips forward, making sure that our hips are in line with our knees as we come into our puppy pose. Reaching our fingertips forward and melting our heart towards the mat. Our chin or our forehead reaches for the earth, resting gently down as you feel your heart melting forward. Taking a moment here, acknowledging any sensations that you might feel in this posture. And gently shift your weight forward, hips reach towards the earth. And we gently create tension by pulling our elbows towards our torso, pressing our heart forward in our Sphinx pose. We look up towards the sky, but you can let your head hang heavy here. But remembering to keep your chest pulling up towards the front of the room. And gently resting your head back on the mat. We'll bring our hands down by our chest as we bring our toes together, zipping up our thighs and our calves all the way up through our pelvis. We'll inhale, lift our head and our heart up towards the sky, baby cobra. Putting in a little bit of work in our upper backs and our shoulders, warming up our shoulder blades and our upper back here. And gently exhale, release. This time we'll take a bind behind our back, interlacing our fingers behind our backs. And gently lifting your head and your heart, pulling those fingertips back towards your seat, lifting your head and your heart. Pressing the tops of your feet into the mat and engaging through your upper back. And gently release, place your left ear on the mat and let your arms hang heavy. Now gently lifting your head and your heart, your fingertips reach back towards your thighs, coming into our half locust pose. Lifting your head, your heart, all of your upper back is engaged. You feel the pressure on your tops of your feet and your pelvis as your shoulders lift, creating space in your spine, elongating as you lift up. And gently release. Right ear to the mat this time. And then gently bring our head to center as you lift up, full locust pose. This time our thighs raise up off the mat, our chest lifts, our heart lifts. If it's easier for you, you can bind behind your back to really pull your shoulder blades up and away. Really able to engage that upper back, those shoulder blades. Lift. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Head to the mat, forehead to the mat. Take in any sensations. Maybe you notice your heart beating in your chest. You notice your breath might be a little bit more shallow. Consciously take a deep inhale and slow, steady exhale. Beautiful. We'll tee out our arms as we bring our left fingertips in towards our chest. We'll bend our left leg as we send our left leg all the way over to either touch the back of the floor behind us or reaching those toes towards our right fingertips, coming into our scorpion pose. Making sure that your right arm is exactly coming out of your shoulder joint there, so all of it is in alignment. Your shoulder and your wrist are in alignment here. You can let your head just fall onto the mat. Just feeling, maybe you walk your toes a little bit closer toward your hands. And gently release, rolling back over to center. And this time bringing our right fingertips in towards our chest, sending out our left arm to a T. We bend our right leg as we rotate over towards the left side, either placing it gently on the earth or reaching all the way back towards our left palm. Our left arm is straight, coming from our shoulder all the way to our wrists. And our head rests gently. This is one of my favorite poses. I feel like it really releases a lot of the tension in my shoulders and the fronts of my chest. Gently unwind, come back to center. And you'll go ahead and press yourself back into a child's pose. Sinking your hips deep into your heels and reaching your fingertips forward. Your shoulder blades can flare out as though you're trying to hear something outside, and reaching your fingertips forward. We'll walk our fingertips all the way over to the right side, placing our left palm on top of our right hand, and either resting our forehead on our arms or on the earth. Feeling that elongation through your side body. Gently walking your fingertips all the way over to the left side, placing your right hand on top of your left palm and placing your head either on your arms or on the earth. And gently come back to center. Beautiful. Begin to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, allowing your head to be the last thing that rolls up until you feel your head stacked over your heart. And we will inhale, circle sweep our arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, cactus your arms, baby back bend, opening up your heart center, feeling your shoulder blades reaching back to touch. And inhale, lift up towards the sky. We'll exhale, clasp our fingers back behind us, rolling our shoulder blades down our backs. Take an inhale, lifting, sitting up nice and tall. And as you exhale, hinge yourself forward, bringing your hands over top, trying your best to reach all the way up towards the sky. And gently come back down, lifting yourself up. Now for this next exercise, if you have a yoga strap, you can utilize this, or if you just have a nice old towel, like a washcloth, this works perfect too. We're gonna take our prop into our right hand and bring our arm back behind us. Taking our left hand, we're gonna bring our hand by our backs, grabbing onto the towel. And again, sitting up nice and tall, but making sure not to arch too much in your back. You're gonna try to sit up with your head stacked over your heart. Just begin to walk your hands closer and closer together. Maybe your fingertips are almost touching, or maybe they're far apart. Either way, you should be feeling a nice release on your left side coming from your shoulder, and then on your right side in your armpit, opening up that armpit. Maybe your fingers touch. Just taking a moment here, working your hands a little bit closer. And gently releasing. And then we'll take it in our left hand, placing our left hand behind our back and reaching up with our right hand to grab the towel, sitting up nice and tall, making sure our head is stacked over our hearts. We'll begin to work our hands towards each other. And maybe one side you can touch, the other side might be a little bit more difficult, and that's okay. Acknowledge the differences and just allow your body to be where it's at. You can maybe feel the stretch on your left arm, starting from your armpit. Maybe you feel the right side shoulder blade here. We're in this like shoulder joint in the ball of our shoulder. Beginning just to work your fingertips a little bit closer. And gently release. Beautiful. You can roll out your shoulders a little bit. Maybe swing your arms from side to side. That can be a very intense stretch on your shoulders. And then now we'll come forward as we cross our feet behind us, sitting back into a nice little seat here. We'll place our fingertips by our seat, fingers facing towards our feet. And then we'll press ourselves into a reverse tabletop here, sending our hips up towards the sky. Making sure that our shoulders are stacked over our wrists and our knees are over our ankles. This is good to strengthen our shoulders. And gently release down towards the earth. We'll do this one more time. Inhale, lifting up. And gently back down. Flip your wrist the opposite way. So to reach your fingers towards the back of you, the back of the room. We'll inhale, lift our chest up towards the sky, maybe looking up. And exhale, come back to center. We'll begin to scoot our seat back, away from our hands, just as far forward as comfortable for you. And you'll feel this nice release in the shoulder joints here. If you're feeling any tension in your elbows, you can widen your arms a little bit. But the goal is to bring your hands in alignment with your shoulders to keep them nice and straight here and in alignment. And just one more deep inhale and exhale. And gently roll up. Maybe send yourself forward into a nice forward fold. Rounding out your spine. And gently come back to center. And then we can either sit up tall or lay down in Savasana as we take a few breaths to end our little practice here today. Hopefully your shoulders feel a lot looser. Maybe your upper back has released some tension. We'll gently close our eyes as we take a couple of deep breaths, filling up our chest and then our bellies, and exhaling slow and steady. Inhale through your nose, and exhale, release. Inhale one more time, the biggest breath you've taken today. And exhale, release. Thank you all so much for joining me today. The love and the light in me sees and honors the love and the light in all of you. Namaste. I hope this relieves some tension in your shoulders and in your upper back. Leave a comment and let me know which stretch is your favorite and any other areas of the body that you'd like to focus on in the next video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more yoga and meditations to come. I'll see you next time. Bye!